You can't keep a good man down. For most of the last couple of weeks, Donald Trump has been stuck in a New York courtroom dealing with charges that never should have been filed in the first place. But he was temporarily released yesterday, liberated, if you will, and he flew out to Wisconsin to give a real stem winder of a speech, rallying his supporters on the economy, closing the border, drill baby drill, the anti-Semitic campus unrest and violence that Joe Biden refuses to deal with. In particular, the 45th president blasted off on the inflation killer tax on the middle class and his determination to stop excessive corporate welfare and pork barrel spending that is making inflation higher and real working class wages lower. Take a listen to this.
And upon taking office, I will impose an immediate moratorium on all new spending grants and giveaways under the Joe Biden mammoth socialist bills like the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. To further crack down on rampant waste in the federal government, we're going to bring back Presidential Impoundment Authority, and we're going to end this war on American energy. We're going to drill, baby, drill.
All right, Impoundment Authority, I like that a lot. Mr. Trump went out of his way to talk about how Bidenomics is flat-out economic warfare on American families and the middle class. But in his speech in Waukesha, Wisconsin, several times he emphasized how his Republican Party is now the party of the worker, the party of middle income, the party of working folks, be they white, Hispanic, black. His message is colorblind. He called the Biden jobs numbers a fake, counting folks who are just coming back from the pandemic. Biden's jobs are part-time jobs. Virtually all job creation under Mr. Biden is foreign-born workers. And he said, and let me quote, "When I'm in the White House, the Biden economic bust will quickly be replaced with a brand new Trump economic boom," end quote. He's going to curb spending and, of course, drill baby drill, stifle inflation and reduce energy costs. He slammed Biden's $5 trillion tax hike proposal, saying that Biden would drench the middle class with a tidal wave of massive tax hikes. And he made the particularly insightful point, I thought, that if you raise business taxes, that will lead to the destruction of your jobs and the decline of your wages. Very important points. He's going to protect the Trump tax cuts for working folks, make the middle class more prosperous. Then he's going to repeat his pledge to seal the border, stop the invasion, and send Joe Biden's illegal immigrants back home where they belong. He basically said you can't have entitlement programs on the one hand that millions of people depend on, and at the same time let tens of millions of illegals into the country and give them more benefits. You can't have both. It cannot be done. And President Trump is dead right here. This superb speech with heavy economic content about growth and tax cuts, deregulation, drill baby drill, close the border, stop federal spending. It is vintage Trump. You know, it's consistent with his consistent message over the last few years, and especially on the campaign trail now. And these themes that are crucial to working folks everywhere, that's the main reason he's ahead in the swing states and most of the national polls. The mass media do not understand this. The liberal media do not understand the reason he's ahead is his content is so good. He's talking key policies, literally, to save America. And Joe Biden and his lawfare can try to lock him up in court or try to lock him up in jail, but you're never going to keep a good man down. Trump showed that once again in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And that's the riff.